The Kraken, unraveling the mystery of the ocean's most notorious legend. Deep beneath the tumultuous waves of the world's oceans, stories of a monstrous creature have stirred the imaginations and fears of sailors and storytellers for centuries. Today, we embark on a detailed exploration into the legend of the Kraken, a mythical beast whose tales are as vast as the seas it supposedly inhabits. Join us as we delve into the abyss, seeking truths woven through the fabric of maritime lore and modern science. The origins of the Kraken legend. The tale of the Kraken first surfaces in the dark, icy waters of Norse mythology, an embodiment of the ocean's unfathomable mysteries. Described in the Örvar Odda, a 13th-century Icelandic saga, the Kraken was more than a mere beast. It was a cataclysm lurking in the deep, a force so powerful that it could be mistaken for the sea itself. The ancient Norse depicted it as a menacing entity, capable of rising from the depths at a moment's notice to engage with the gods themselves. But it was the seafaring Scandinavians of the early modern period who truly shaped the Kraken's fearsome reputation. Captains and crews traded whispers of this gargantuan cephalopod, a creature so colossal that it was often mistaken for a chain of islands. Early accounts were ambiguous about its form, sometimes describing it as a crab-like creature, other times as an enormous octopus, sprawling its tentacles wide enough to entangle multiple ships in its deadly embrace. As the legend evolved, the Kraken became a fixture in maritime folklore across Europe, a spectre in the vast, uncharted waters of the Atlantic. By the 17th century, detailed descriptions began to solidify its characteristics, depicting a creature capable of creating maelstroms and whirlpools with the mere flick of a tentacle, reputed to drag even the mightiest of man's vessels into the ocean's abyss. These tales, passed from one generation of sailors to the next, formed the bedrock of the Kraken legend, painting it as a guardian of the unknown, a sentinel of the deep that perhaps served as a dark omen for those who dared to venture too far from shore. Early descriptions and notable sightings. By the 18th century, the legend of the Kraken was deeply entrenched in the lore of the sea, a fixture in the nightmares of sailors across the old and new worlds. This creature, colossal and mysterious, was said to be capable of swallowing men, ships, and even whales whole, leaving nothing but calm water to mark their graves. It was during this period that the Kraken's story was inked into the pages of Natural History of Norway by the Danish historian and bishop Erik Pontoppidan. His 1735 descriptions were not mere tales, but detailed accounts of encounters from frightened fishermen and awestruck sailors who claimed the Kraken's massive tentacles could rise like towers from the depths. Pontoppidan's narratives painted a vivid picture of the Kraken as an island-sized monster whose very existence was hotly debated in scientific circles. He described it as having a starfish-shaped body and speculated that its arms could reach the heights of the tallest shipmasts. Fishermen's reports detailed how these tentacles would surface without warning, wrapping around ships and squeezing them into splinters. These gripping tales spread throughout Europe, propelled by the bishop's scholarly reputation, and stirred both fear and fascination. Yet it wasn't just Pontoppidan who offered accounts of this sea monster. Other notable sightings included a report from a French ship off the coast of Angola in 1781, where the crew witnessed a creature resembling the Kraken attacking a whale. Such encounters, documented in ship logs and travellers' journals, contributed to a wave of Kraken sightings that swept through maritime lore. Each story seemed to confirm the fearsome powers attributed to the Kraken, powers that could alter ocean currents and create whirlpools large enough to doom any vessel caught in their pull. The crescendo of these tales culminated in a series of reports from the British Navy in the early 19th century, where multiple ships stationed near Newfoundland reported encounters with an enormous cephalopod. These encounters, noted in the Admiralty's classified logs, described a creature so formidable that it could render the ocean's surface as turbulent as a stormy night, merely by its emergence. The fusion of myth and eyewitness accounts during this period played a pivotal role in cementing the Kraken's place, not only within maritime legend, but also within the burgeoning field of marine biology, as scientists began to consider the possibility that such a beast might indeed roam the depths hidden from human eyes. The Kraken in literature and arts. As the tales of the Kraken surged through nautical lore, they found fertile ground in the imaginations of artists and writers, permeating literature and the arts with a sense of awe and terror. Alfred Lord Tennyson's 1830 poem *The Kraken* is perhaps the most renowned literary embodiment of this sea monster. In his verses, Tennyson evokes a chilling image of the creature, slumbering in the ocean's abyss, its giant form couched in the darkness, destined to awaken at the apocalypse. This portrayal not only popularized the myth, but also symbolized the Victorian era's fascination with nature's sublime and terrifying power. But Tennyson was not alone in his artistic fascination with the Kraken. The creature's influence extended to the works of other literary giants, such as Herman Melville, who in Moby Dick alludes to the Leviathan, which many believe was inspired by the Kraken tales. Melville's depiction of the white whale as a force of nature has parallels with the Kraken's representation as an immense, unknowable threat lurking beneath the surface. In visual arts, the Kraken began to appear in the margins of nautical maps and sea charts, particularly those from the golden age of Dutch and British maritime exploration. These depictions often showed an enormous octopus or squid, its arms encircling ships, instilling a mix of dread and curiosity. This iconography played a critical role in shaping the European maritime psyche, reflecting a blend of empirical observation and myth. The Kraken's legacy in the arts continued to evolve, influencing not only the Romantic poets, but also the symbolist and surrealist movements of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Artists like Odilon Redon, who was known for his eerie, dreamlike scenes, often employed monstrous sea creatures as motifs to explore themes of fear, the unconscious, and the unknown. These artistic interpretations reinforce the Kraken as a symbol of the dark, often hidden forces that shape human destiny and the natural world. Scientific interpretations and possible explanations. In the realm of science, the myth of the Kraken finds intriguing parallels with known marine life, particularly with the giant squid, a creature that embodies many of the legendary features attributed to the mythical beast. The giant squid, with tentacles that can extend to more than 30 feet and eyes as large as dinner plates, was once as mythical as the Kraken itself due to its elusive nature. Rarely observed and shrouded in mystery, this deep-sea dweller has only recently been captured in its natural habitat, challenging our perceptions of what monsters might lurk in the ocean depths. Scientific inquiry into the Kraken began to gain momentum in the 18th century as naturalists started cataloguing strange and unfamiliar sea creatures washed ashore or found in the stomachs of captured whales. Reports from sailors encountering what they believed to be enormous sea monsters could often be correlated with sightings or recoveries of giant squid specimens, providing a plausible explanation for some of the sailors' tales. This intersection of maritime folklore and marine biology sparked a wave of scientific interest in cryptic ocean species, leading to a re-evaluation of ancient sea monster stories. In the 19th century, renowned zoologists like Japetus Steenstrup and later Carl Chun contributed significantly to the study of the giant squid, linking it directly to the Kraken legends. Steenstrup's examination of large squid beaks and remains suggested that these creatures could attain massive sizes, potentially explaining the enormous scale reported in Kraken encounters. Chun's expeditions in the late 1800s further demystified the giant squid, offering evidence that these creatures, while formidable, were less the stuff of nightmares and more a part of the natural biodiversity of the ocean. The 20th century brought technological advancements that allowed for deeper oceanic exploration, culminating in video evidence of the giant squid in its natural environment by the early 21st century. These visual confirmations transformed the giant squid from a creature of maritime myth to a subject of scientific study, illustrating how legends like the Kraken could have originated from human encounters with real, albeit extraordinary, marine life. These findings not only expanded our understanding of marine biology, but also illustrated the ways in which the unknown can be transformed into the known through scientific inquiry. Today, the study of cephalopods continues to reveal the complexities and capabilities of these creatures, from their remarkable intelligence to their ability to camouflage and evade capture. The ongoing exploration of the deep sea regularly challenges our previous assumptions about the ocean's inhabitants, suggesting that the sea may still hold creatures as awe-inspiring and terrifying as the Kraken itself. The enduring legacy of the Kraken. The enduring legacy of the Kraken in folklore and pop culture is a profound testament to our collective fascination with the mysteries and terrors of the deep. This legendary creature continues to captivate the imagination, serving as a powerful symbol of the unknown and the unexplored territories of our planet. Its presence in stories and media across centuries highlights our innate desire to make sense of the world around us, particularly the vast and mysterious ocean. The Kraken embodies the dual nature of our relationship with the sea. It is both a source of awe-inspiring wonder and deep-seated fear. In folklore, the Kraken was often a harbinger of doom, a reminder of the dangers that awaited those who dared to venture beyond the known world. Today it serves as a metaphor for the uncharted realms of science and philosophy, challenging us to confront our fears and push the boundaries of our understanding. Conclusion. From ancient myths to modern media, the Kraken remains a powerful symbol of the ocean's enigmatic and untamed nature. Throughout history, this legendary creature has embodied our deepest fears and greatest curiosities about the vast, unexplored waters of our planet. As we have seen through tales of terror and awe, scientific inquiry and artistic interpretation, the Kraken bridges the world of the known and the unknown, serving as a constant reminder of the ocean's profound mysteries and its impact on our collective imagination. So, as we close this chapter on our exploration of one of the ocean's most notorious legends, let us carry forward the spirit of inquiry and adventure that the Kraken symbolizes. Thank you for diving into the depths with us to explore the legend of the Kraken. If you enjoyed unraveling the mysteries of this formidable sea creature, it would delight this old man's heart if you could give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tales from the deep and beyond. Safe travels on your next maritime adventure, and until next time, goodbye. Keep pondering the mysteries and keep exploring.